What's going on, guys? It's Greg here, aka NYPrepper. In this video, I'm going to be doing a velocity test with my buddy Chook from Chook's Outdoor Adventures. And this is the first video in a series of videos that we're doing together, comparing different types of revolvers and different types of big bore revolver cartridges. And so in this video, I'm going to be comparing my 44 Magnum snub nose revolver to Chook's 357 Magnum snub nose revolver, and we're going to be shooting some Underwood ammo Xtreme Penetrator rounds, and we're going to chronograph test them, and we're going to see what the difference is between a 44 Magnum snub nose and a 357 Magnum snub nose with the Xtreme Penetrators. Which one is going to have more energy? Are the energies going to be pretty similar, or are they going to be very far apart? So the revolver I'm going to be using is my Smith & Wesson Model 629 Performance Center. And this one has a 2 5/8 inch barrel. And it's a 6-shot revolver. And he's going to be using a 3-inch 357. So it's going to be pretty interesting. I'm curious what's going to happen. How much more energy do you think the 44 Magnum will have? So this is the round that I'm going to be firing. This is the 220 grain Xtreme Penetrator for the 44 Magnum. And Underwood advertises a muzzle velocity of 1,530 feet per second and a muzzle energy of 1,143 foot-pounds. And also we're going to be doing a penetration test with these rounds. And the penetration test is going to be on Chook's channel. So after you watch this part, go over and watch part 2 on Chook's channel where we do the penetration test. Okay, and that's Chook's Outdoor Adventures. I'm going to leave a link to his channel and to the video in the description and in the comments down below. But we're going to do a penetration test with some ceramic tiles and water bottles, and we're going to also see which one penetrates deeper, the 44 Magnum or the 357. So what do you guys think is going to happen as far as velocity and energy goes? Do you think the 44 Magnum is going to have a whole lot more energy or not really? And how much energy do you think these snub nose revolvers are going to generate out of, 2.5 inch barrel, 3 inch barrel? What do you think? These are common size barrels for a carry revolver, especially in 357 and 44 Magnum. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy the video. And after you watch this one, go over to Chook's channel for part 2, the penetration test. All right, guys, we got Underwood ammo, 220 grain Xtreme Penetrator, has an advertised muzzle velocity of 1,530 feet per second. Let's see what kind of velocity we get out of my 2 5/8 inch barrel 44 Magnum revolver, Smith & Wesson Model 629 Performance Center. .1303. 1276. 12.
All right, 357 Xtreme Penetrators. Let's see what kind of speed we get. 1339. 1374. We got an error. 1372. Wow, screaming fast. That's great.
All right, guys, so we got Chuk from Chuk's Outdoor Adventures, and we're going to compare the numbers: 44 Magnum Xtreme Penetrator versus 357 Magnum Xtreme Penetrator snub nose revolvers. So you have a 3-inch barrel revolver, correct?
Yeah, ours are pretty close. They're both Smiths, and the barrels are pretty close.
Yeah, mine is 2 5/8 inch, and what's yours? 3, right?
3 inches, yeah.
And yours is 686.
686 7-shot.
Okay, mine is a 629 6-shot.
Okay.
And it's a performance center, so it's got some, trigger work done, and kind of has a different look than traditional Smith & Wessons,
I like it.
Very compact. Both of these are very compact, very
Absolutely
lightweight. So for the 44 Magnum, I had a 220 grain Xtreme Penetrator, and I got just under 1,300 feet per second, and I got 808 foot-pounds. And what did you get?
So I had 140 grain Xtreme Penetrator. My average speed was 1,362 feet per second, and I got 577 foot-pounds of energy. So
it's a good amount of energy.
Not bad. It's closer to the 44 Magnum than I thought.
Yes, yeah, it's just like around 200 foot-pounds less, so it's right in the same category, basically.
Yeah.
And for such a short barrel, I mean, if you had like a 4 or 5 inch barrel 357, you'd be right up there with mine. So
absolutely,
it's not a huge difference.
No, I was surprised.
As far as recoil on yours, how did the recoil feel?
Not bad at all. I mean, it flipped up a little bit, but I have wood grips, and it was still comfortable to shoot. I mean, it's a fairly heavy revolver. It's smaller frame, not a teeny K frame, but the recoil wasn't bad, even with wood grips. So
yeah, mine was, I would say, it's pretty stout recoil. It's not terrible, but you definitely feel it for sure. It's more than a 10 millimeter. I would say, I don't know, like 25% more recoil than a 10 millimeter. Definitely you can feel like, because it's pretty light. This is like 2.5 pounds. So it doesn't really have much weight. It's solid steel, but it's still very light. So, it does flip a good amount and transfer some of the recoil into your hand. Even with these, Hogue grips, it's still you can feel it in your hand, so you wouldn't want to shoot it all day. It's not terrible, but you wouldn't want to shoot like 100 rounds or something,
Right.
So, but it's pretty similar results, like 200 foot-pounds. It's, pretty similar. Is there anything else you would like to add, or?
No, just that I was surprised. We'll have a kind of our final thoughts in the penetration video on my channel, but yeah, I didn't think that I'd get that close. So it's interesting.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. What's interesting too is there's a huge difference in grain weight, but the energy was still similar. Like I had a 220 grain, you had a 140 grain,
right?
And even then, almost 100 grains heavier, similar velocity, but it didn't really push that energy up like you would think, like hundreds of foot-pounds more. It's
right.
Still kind of in that same ballpark. So, but still, I mean, I think for a snub nose revolver, 357 44 Magnum, that's a ton of power in a small package. Very, very concealable. This is a lightweight handgun. It's small.
Yep.
This thing is actually smaller than like a full size semi-auto, and you're getting a lot more power. Same thing with yours. So definitely something to consider if you're, looking for more power in a small package. But so that's pretty much it for this one, guys. We're going to do the results of the penetration test on Chuk's channel, and that should be out right now. Yep. So check out his channel. Great guy, great channel. Does a lot of revolver stuff and a lot of outdoor stuff. So check him out. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care and God bless.